We are live.
Hello, welcome to Sunday Reseller Reset. Oh, there's Molly. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Pulling
Give
us
me
Samantha. I'm sure I'm floating in there.
Hey, y'all.
Looks like somebody really needs a Sunday Reseller Reset. Ooh, that does not flow off the tongue very nicely, but
we just call it a reseller reset, right?
Oh, Reseller Reset.
Reseller reset.
That's still a tough one.
That flows a little more than Sunday reseller reset.
My mom earlier, she goes, so does this mean reset can't be my Monday word in the morning?
No, it still can. You go with it. That's what you need, you
Absolutely.
take it. That's
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about why we're doing this.
What's our why?
I just like to go live all the time.
I mean, that's really, it's all about Samantha's face and getting it out there first and foremost. I mean, let's be real. Really, so here's the thing. One thing across the board I think people have loved that we do is when we talk about our schedules and how we plan our days out and how we are productive, sometimes not productive, all that good stuff. How do we get our week started? How do we know we start our mornings with motivation in minutes. Like that's our big go get them in the mornings, Monday through Friday. But we thought, I mean, why not do this together every other Sunday? Let's see how do you get your week planned out and your week planned out and my week planned out? How do we do it? Like,
well, I'm going to tell you, like Sunday is my day. I do the accounting. I look at all the numbers. I do payouts if I have them. And I kind of just put the past week behind me. That's Sunday during the day. Yes. And hey, Kristen.
We'll be your sisters all day long, girl.
Are you getting reset tonight on Sunday? And I look at all those numbers and I see where I am going into the next week. And sometimes it's a little discouraging. Sometimes it's very uplifting. But I'm going to share both of those. I'm going to share both of those emotions with you on this reseller reset when we go through our Sundays.
I mean, I think that's the thing. We're going to be here and we're going to be real. We're going to, if it's a tough one or how we do it, and you're going to see real life, how, you know, we always talk about how social media puts all the pretty out there.
Yeah.
Well, we always try to give you the true, real us. Sometimes that might be painful for y'all. I don't know.
and it ain't always pretty. That's all we're gonna say about that.
That's the truth. Yep.
I got my pajama pants on here. This is for those of you that know. Molly and Samantha talked me into doing this because Sunday night at this time I'm shut down. It is the one day a week I take the afternoon off after I finish the accounting and I just go numb. I don't know what else to say.
So y'all, if she ends up in the home in a couple of weeks, you know, it's our fault. We did it. We pushed her beyond her limits. We pushed her beyond.
Yeah. All right. But here's what happens because I knew we were doing this yesterday. My word of the week, we set our intention or word of intention every weekday morning, right? We do our motivation in minutes. We get on for 10 minutes. We set our intentions. Last week, I knew I had to go hard. All week, my word was hustle, 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 hustle. 5 days out of the week, it was hustle. Yesterday afternoon, I couldn't go any further. Like I shut down. I couldn't even like pick up the phone. I couldn't look at a screen. I couldn't do anything else from all that hustling. And I let myself take a break.
Wow. Libby.
You didn't die. Did you die? No, look at you.
No. I did feel uneasy, but you know, it was I was too tired to care, honestly. But it was a good kind of tired. It was like I worked as hard as I could all week. And you know what? I earned that. And I knew I had to go live with you guys Sunday night to regroup. So I was like, I'm taking the break now. It was awesome.
Lord, girl.
And I didn't have any commitments yesterday. So it was just like the perfect day to do that.
So I want to put this out there. I had these great, this is how true life this is going to be when we do this every time. I had this grand plan. I was waiting to do my brain dump with y'all. I was going to have a ball, like get it all in my calendar, all set up on Sunday, like ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And guess what? life happened yesterday and all my plans are not going tonight. And this is how real life this is going to be. Because all the things I was going to plan and get done this week are now, a lot of them, going to be put on hold.
On my calendar.
They're now going to go on
We're just moving it over to Samantha's calendar.
Yeah. Because Libby and I are going to take a special trip. I am actually leaving not very long from now and heading my way to Libby's. And Samantha was invited. She just can't join us. She was. We always feel like when we travel without her and she can't join us, we're like missing a leg. It doesn't feel normal.
Every time we're together and Samantha's not there, we're like, oh, if Samantha was, oh my gosh, her ears must be ringing the whole time because it just doesn't seem right.
It doesn't. It's just weird. It's weird.
Did you guys see that this weekend was our 1-year anniversary?
I know. I saw that. I loved your post.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Happy anniversary, Samantha.
I'm so glad we have you. We love you forever and ever.
I went back and I'm like, it can't be only a year. Like, it can't be.
Jill
asked me at least 15 years. At least 15 years.
Jill asked me the other day and I was like, 8 years. I don't know. Like,
think of all that we've done in a year.
It's mind blowing.
It's been amazing.
Anyway, I'm pivoting on my plans, y'all, and this is stuff that happens in real life, right? Things happen and we pivot. So Libby and I are taking a little trip. Our friend Diane, we're gonna go see her. She needs a little help with her reselling store. So you guys stay tuned because we will document some of that, and there might be some things that y'all want to be a part of along the way. But we are going to go take a road trip to Boston to visit Diane and give her some loving and a lot of help and organization.
Yes. Fearlessly. Yes. And we'll be doing some work with Fearless, her Fearless Living Fund, and we're really excited about that. So
yes.
First and foremost, visiting Diane. Second is to help her carry that on and just get things a little more set up and a little more organized. So what a wonderful opportunity.
I'm brain dumping all my stuff onto her list over there. No, we're really not. We are. No. It'll be like we were there. Honestly, you'll never miss us. Well, we'll be with you all day Tuesday.
Yeah. We couldn't let go of Tuesday because our people need us.
Yes.
So put in the comments, if you're watching, what you're doing to get ready for your Sunday before we start to share a little of the logistics that are going on kind of behind the scenes here.
Yeah.
Molly, you told me earlier when we were meeting with Emma about something you had packed in your suitcase, which I thought was interesting.
My computer?
No. Or maybe it was on your computer. I thought you said you had put all of the things you need to do in a little baggie.
Oh, yes. So my brain dump is actually secured in a Ziploc. Yes, I'm sorry.
Because I just imagine
was it like notes and Post-its and you just
all of my Post-its of all the things I needed to do, which are my brain dump, are in a Ziploc in my backpack. Because y'all, okay, here's why. Y'all might.
Are you just gonna get to Libby's and just be like, here's all my shit?
Just dump it all over me.
No, I'm gonna give it all to her. I'm gonna stick sticky notes all over her new kitchen cabinets and leave them.
So gross. All right.
No, what I'm going to do is, so we're gonna go to this, y'all. I'm very picky about my flying, so I'm not flying to Libby's. Long story short, my husband just flew in on the red eye last night, so we're not driving. So I'm actually going to, for the first time in my life, take a bus, and it leaves at 2:05 a.m. from now, shortly. And I am taking the bus to Libby's. So I'm going to be on the bus tomorrow. And so I put all my little sticky notes in a Ziploc, and I have my computer. The bus has Wi-Fi, and I'm going to be sequestered to my space on my bus to just Canva and go through all my sticky notes, and I'm going to just be knocking all those sticky notes out while I ride to Libby's all day.
It's like a 15-hour bus ride?
Something like that.
That's not bad.
Something like that.
Says the
It
girl
was
in the
shorter.
Upper Peninsula.
It was shorter than taking.
Well, it's like a 9-hour drive from you to her
Yeah.
or her to you. So like that's
right.
15 by bus isn't bad.
So this was shorter than taking the train in the end. So I decided I would try a bus, and it's a bus I have to use or I chose to use for a part of my leg when I'm in California next month. So I thought, hey, why not try this Flixbus? I've never been on a Flixbus. So I'm going to test it tonight or tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. and give it a shot so I'll know what to expect when I get to California next month.
That's going to be neat. I wonder if Kristen's ever been on a Flixbus. She's
Listen,
such a traveler.
All right. So you want to hear what I said to my husband today after I drove to Raleigh to pick him up and we're driving home. And I said to my husband, I said, all right, honey, I got to hook up with Kristen because I can't believe I'm leaving this week and traveling yet again. And Kristen travels all the time. Kristen and I need to come together and do like a traveling tour together. Like, because we both travel so much. Oh, wait, what's Vanessa say? Wait a darn minute. I was waiting for the time block, but that's okay. Only because you're going to see Diane. Oh, we absolutely will give her a hug and a kiss for you. No, Libby can still talk time blocking.
I'm still time blocking Monday and Tuesday because those are going to be regular work days for me.
Yeah. I'm just telling you mine. I'm not doing my bus ride tomorrow is where I'm brain dumping all my notes out. So that's my plan. Because I have such a full day of travel, it's the perfect thing for me to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you girls are going to show what you're doing this week.
All right. Samantha, you want to start? What are your challenge? What your challenges are for the. I think Vanessa and Jill must be going. Jill's decorating her planner
for the week.
That sounds really fancy. I bet Vanessa's looks pretty too.
So my challenge for the week was that we scheduled a Listapalooza.
Yes. And I will have all the social media. I'll still be doing that for you, I promise.
Yes, which is great and fantastic. I have my nephew on day one. So, and I don't even know where I'm going to have my nephew. I just know it's going to be me, my nephew, and we're going to be somewhere. So.
Have you taught him how to photograph yet?
Right? He likes to test toys, but he's a little older now. So maybe he could do more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we have a family dinner and we have, normally I am like, especially when we do Listapaloozas, I like just tons of time to do all the stuff and have all the, and I'm going to get like one solid day in. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So I didn't realize until Libby said it today to me that, or one of you did in the last 24 hours, that it's actually Easter weekend.
It's Easter weekend.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, we could change the dates now that we're going to be at Diane's because that came up. And I'm sorry, but when Diane says she wants us, we come. So,
absolutely, yes,
Listapalooza or not, we come. But it'll still go. We just maybe won't put our thermometer goal as high as we normally do. We'll keep it realistic to the holiday weekend. You know,
everybody in our community is gonna get it done. It's gonna be great.
If everybody in our community gives it a day, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, right. One day.
So I did make a plan with my mom. She is going to come on Friday. I have no children. She's going to come on Friday morning and she's going to do motivation in minutes here with me. And then we're going to be listening because her big block is that she doesn't have good internet. So I said, it's Listapalooza. There's no excuses. You're going to come to my house. You're going to use my internet. I can give her the dining room or she can go in my office or whatever she wants to do.
Right.
And she will at least get a solid morning of listing. So
I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Friday is going to be a great day.
I love it.
And I know a couple people talked last time when there was Listapalooza that they did meal preps right ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
Like the night before it all started, they got their meals lined up for them. So they didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. What day should I add that on?
Right.
Well, that would have to be Wednesday.
I want to throw it out there because you just brought up your mom being there. One of the things I thought about while we were with Diane is to see if maybe she wants to join us for a motivation in minutes one morning.
Yes. Depending on how she's feeling, I was thinking at least one motivation in minutes. And then My fingers are crossed that she's going to come to TGIF. My fingers are crossed.
We will see.
Yes.
Don't want to promise anybody anything, but
Right,
I think that will be.
But these things are not out of the question that we might not be popping our faces in with a little Diane with us. So
Yes. Because it is Samantha. Samantha is her mini me.
yes, Samantha,
They will yell at you. They will motivate you. They will crack the whip.
Samantha
they are
is
from the same cloth.
I don't know if y'all have heard us say that before, but that is our thing between Samantha and Diane. They are the same two. Yep. Me.
Which was funny because even her daughter Jen is sitting there all sweet and nice, and she's so quiet and so pleasant. And she's like, Samantha, you're Jen, I love you, but Samantha, you're my mini me. I said a lot of words I can't say on live, and I was like, yeah.
And you know what I told her when we were talking about it? Because she was like, well, all the love that's pouring in. And I'm like, it's because of who you are. She goes, but I get mad and yell at people and tell them what they're doing wrong. And I go, I know. And so does Samantha. And that's why people love you, because you do it from a place of love and caring. It's not being mean or selfish. You're doing it because you love them and you care. And everybody knows that.
Yes. You should worry when we're quiet.
Right? Yeah. All right, so talk us about your plans. Sorry,
Well, now Wednesday I'm gonna have to meal prep. So Wednesday I also have my nephew, and he loves to cook. So
perfect.
Meal prep.
I think this is gonna be great. We're gonna meal prep on that day.
All right, show us how you're what are you planning on? What tools are you using to schedule your planning?
Oh, so I have this little weekly calendar, and these pages rip off when the week's done, so I don't have a big bulky mess of things. And it just gives me a spot for each day, and I can write in some extra goals and things on the bottom. And this is kind of where I do my brain dump, and then later on I go into my actual Google Calendar and time block and put things that are more formal on there.
Okay.
But this one's a lot of scribbles, a lot of notes.
All right. That's good. All right. So I got to tell you guys one thing that's been really working for me. And this is why I was so into time blocking, is because I've totally lost control of my schedule. Like, it has run away with me. I just got to be real about this. You know, guys know how strict I am with the schedule and timing and time blocking. Well, I had some helpers join me at the beginning of the year, and it's very, very time consuming. And it's very demanding. I'm answering questions all day. I mean, you guys have seen me in here recording, and there's a knock on my door and they slip a note through. Like, it's like nonstop.
They finally learned not to just open the door, because I don't know if y'all look and watch some of our episodes. The door will actually open up behind Libby, and she's like,
yeah.
The first time it happened, I'm like, oh my gosh, is everybody okay? Like, there must be a major emergency. And they were like discussing what kind of pizza they wanted or something. They were like, oh, girl, you got some talking to do. Okay. That's
recording.
Yeah. So I got a little better about those boundaries. They're a little better trained now. But it's still really interfered with my time blocking and made it really difficult. So I just figured, the hell with it. I'm just going to scrap the whole thing. I can't even deal with this right now. I can't even time block, because I'm just finding myself more frustrated. But I'm back. Baby, I'm back. All right. So what has been working for me is 25-minute intervals. Okay. So I take a half an hour, and I'm actually going to add them onto my calendar here. I'm going to see if I can, let's see. I think I have to share a separate tab. Let me see how this works. All right, let me try something and see if I can switch tabs. All right, so this is my Chats calendar, but what I really want to show you guys is my personal, there we go. All right, it did switch for us. All right, so this is my personal calendar. I didn't add picking up Molly from the bus station yet. I didn't add, visiting Diane yet, but everything else is on here. I did have to reschedule my Power Selling Mom podcast that I was doing on Wednesday, but email's been out. Oh, look, Molly and Jill, you got to move that, Molly. All right. Yep. So what I'm going to do is, usually I will block from 9 to 10 for shipping.
And then at 10, she'll freak out and say, "Oh my God, my shipping's not done yet."
I probably will. No, because I did it tonight since I was up anyway. So I should have only an hour's worth of shipping tomorrow. Okay, 9 to 10 a.m. So what I do in that time block is I will set my timer for not an hour, 50 minutes. Then I get 10 minutes break at the end of that.
Mhm.
All right. And then I'm going to list.
I like it.
The only way I can effectively do listing is in 25-minute increments, because generally if one of my helpers doesn't have a question at the end of that, my dog needs to go out, I need to use the bathroom, whatever.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and time block that half an hour, and I might do like half an hour increments all the way down here. So my point with the half an hour, when I put a half an hour block in there, just was with the hour block. It is not the full half an hour. It is 25 minutes. So I know when my helper comes to me with a question, I can say, I'll be done and I'll have 5 minutes, on every half hour. Before the half hour, I'll have 5 minutes. So it kind of trains everybody around me if there are those interruptions. But what it does for my brain is it feels like I'm on the clock. I want to see how many I can do in that 25 minutes. I don't answer my phone. I don't answer texts. I don't do emails. I mean, you guys can vouch for me. Like
It really doesn't. And I'm like, dude, answer me now.
We're important.
Yeah. So that really, really has been a game changer for me. So I'm just going to start implementing that again. And really, I need about 3 hours to list during the day to keep up with the, schedule. So I'm going to add all of those blocks in individually. And then when something happens, like let's say, I don't know, Molly calls me and she has an emergency. Her brain dump went awry. I move these blocks down to another time. Or if I don't have time throughout the day, I just move it down. I just keep moving it down until there's an open block. So I'm sure that I get my 3 hours in every day. So that would be how many? That would be, if it's 3 hours, it would be a 30 minutes of break time, right? Because at the end of for every hour, you should be giving yourself 10 minutes. So that way you can check your phone. You can, look on Facebook. You can, deal with the kid that needs a Band-Aid, whatever the situation is. I think it's really helpful.
I'm going to say run to the bathroom every hour. That's yes.
Yeah. 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 When you're staying hydrated, you got to do that. So don't try to, I shouldn't say everybody works differently, but
Sure.
I would say definitely give yourself that grace, because what it does is allows you to concentrate intensely for that 25 minutes, that 50 minutes, because you can get to the phone, you can answer that message, that eBay question that comes in can wait until you're finished with that time block. You don't have to stop what you're doing, change tasks, get in a whole different rhythm, because, Samantha, you batch a lot, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
yeah.
All right. Because once you get interrupted, it costs you like what?
20 minutes. Every interruption, regardless of how long it is,
it
takes it like this. The studies say it takes about 20 minutes to get back on task and in that rhythm that you were in prior to the interruption. And that is what I tell my husband every time he interrupts me.
Yeah, he just costs you money there.
Like 1 minute of questions, and I'm like, there goes another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
discussion.
There it is. Try it. The other thing I do is book club plug. Of course, everybody was asking how I do. I do a lot of things for 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So every day I have this repeating task on my calendar that is all the slight edge things I do. Clean up for 5 minutes. I organize. Look, I put Canva on there for you, Molly. I do Canva for 5 minutes. I clean my email for 5 minutes. Do physical activity for 5 minutes. Gratitude and connection. Take care of that every morning with motivation in minutes. I get to put that heart on there. We didn't have it this morning. I didn't do my gratitude and connection yet. Learning 5 minutes. Learning the app or doing something with the app that I have from my store, and our Conchi Connects, which is what we're working with Diane on, Fearless Living Fund, is 5 minutes. So what those little 5 minute increments do, it says 5 minutes. Sometimes I spend more depending on what I feel like, but I do have that repeating task, and I give myself a little heart if I finish it. And it keeps the momentum going. I think Vanessa will attest to that, and probably Jill too. Like when you start something and you don't do it, for a couple of days, it's easy to forget about. But just 5 minutes a day can really change your life and just keep the momentum going. I was having a hard time getting started up again with the fundraising events. I was finding it very overwhelming and just such a daunting task. But I put it back on my list last week, and I just spent 5 minutes a day on it. And already the momentum has built into something fantastic. So don't discount doing those little things, even if you can only put a little bit of time in them. All right. That was enough education, right? I'm sorry. Did I kind of take that over and make it boring? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You see me all in. I'm like trying to see the screen. Like,
yeah. And I just have like my little, so I'll do my brain dump over here. Like there's a lot of stuff like, oh, wait, I can check that off because my dog, I did get his nails checked, like the thing. Oh, block schedule. I'm doing that now. I'll be able to check that off tonight. Get my real ID, just different things that have been on my head. I just put my brain dump there so I don't have to be thinking about them. They're there. They're off my mind. Yeah. Dang, girl. Yes. It's easy to do, easy not to do. Yes. Yes. And I like giving myself a little heart. Green is my favorite color. So I have a little green heart, make it pretty, make it cute for yourself. And, here's the other thing I do. Every morning when I get up is I write down my top 3 to 5 priorities, the things that have to get done that day. I don't have a choice. And I just put them on there. So that was done today and they're done. And that is a repeating task. And I complete that every morning or the night before I go to bed. You see it repeats at 6 a.m. And I just know that those are the things that have to get done. If everything blows up and I end up on a bus for 15 hours, I still got to do those things.
Do y'all know how much stress that would have saved me today if I had done that and had that list to look at? Because my brain has just gone, it's like spaghetti noodles are all in here right now. And I'm like, surely I'm going to forget something. And Jill, I'm not forgetting getting your logos. They're actually on the screen over here. Before I got on, I was finished up, and I'm going to email them to you right when we're done here.
Woo!
So that was the last thing that I think I had to get done before I board the bus. So, but yeah.
The bus ride sounds like it's going to be great though. Like I get so much done when I'm traveling because there's that downtime too. Like you have the downtime on the bus. And I love the time in an airport. I will sit and just pour all kinds of creativity out in an airport. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I figure, what else are you going to do? You can't do anything else. So you may as well knock all that stuff out. And by the time I get to Libby's, I might be tired, but I'll probably also feel daggum good that I got a bunch of stuff done.
Yeah. Awesome. So I want to know in the comments, Jill's decorating her planner for the week. What does that consist of, Jill? I think we might have to have her as a special guest and Vanessa one Sunday because I really want to know. I really want a visual on what you guys are doing. Did I explain how I time block? Okay, Vanessa, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'd be curious. I liked it. It actually has inspired me now to want to go back to it. I don't know that I'm going to, but it did make me go, it just, having you show it makes it look so much easier than what my brain wants to think it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fill up my schedule with that. And
this is like planner. I can't say that, but this is pretty cool, right? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
There's so many colors. Some of them are metallic.
Vanessa says it was perfect. Thank you, Libby.
Oh, good. So does anybody out there time block? I kind of want to know, put in the comments if you time block, if you've tried it, if it works for you.
I tried it back when we were doing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a new thing that I have just gotten. So we'll see. It might be 2 weeks from now. I have to figure out if it's for me. And either way, I will let you know, but I might have found something for me that works well.
Are you going to give it a greater amount of time than 2 weeks?
Yes.
Maybe not.
Meaning no.
Yeah. So I
Let
will,
me
for sure.
translate here. I'm going
For
to
sure.
translate for Molly. No, not if I don't like it.
No, I will. Here's the thing.
15 days.
If I don't get it on the bus, it's not happening. No.
Okay.
No, I will give it more time, but I got a little bit of setup to do, and then I think it might actually be the perfect melding of my pen to paper digital together. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa didn't realize you could have tasks on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, Vanessa and I
Oh,
spent
let
a
me
night
show you
messing around with
something.
tasks, and they were like in a whole different tab, and they were weird. And I decided that I did not like tasks, and I didn't know how you could handle them. But the sidebar looks pretty cool.
The way she does it looks
Yeah.
good.
So
doesn't
I'm
it?
going to show you guys something else on here
Teach us something more.
about the tasks. So, do you see like right here at the top of every day, I have it set for a time to recur every day. So it is at the top of my day, also on the calendar, as well as on the sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I've assigned a specific time to, not like this check unsolds that these weirdo issues I'm dealing with. But yeah, I love the tasks. I forget who taught me how to do that, but I've been really
We were
happy.
together when we learned about it, but I can't remember where we learned about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you see what's on there? Add Etsy. I got to transition my website to Shopify. But see how patient I'm being? They're just tasks on the sidebar. We'll get there when we get there.
You're being patient, but I'm going to keep telling you about all of my Etsy sales and how great it's going.
And we're going to do that when the cruise is over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I did absolutely decide I'm holding off until Molly's organized, because we do not have as good of a handle on our process as I thought we did.
Oh, really?
No, we just don't.
What process
I
are you
had
discussing?
the inventory, so like the multiples.
Okay.
It's not complicated. It's just we're just missing things along the way. Like I sold something twice, once on Poshmark and once on eBay this week. Then I'm getting feedback. I also had a multi-quantity listing that I sold out of that sold on eBay today. So I don't know. There's a couple little things that we're just not like, we're not doing exactly perfectly yet. Like we're not doing it great. There's something falling through the cracks. So I feel like once we get that kind of straightened out and a little more comfortable,
you'll be ready to roll.
I'll be ready to roll. But there's still things that I feel like we really need to nail down the process. And I got to figure out why these things are happening, what I'm doing wrong.
Gotcha.
And just be more on top of it. I don't know if it's just being quicker on the draw with things, taking them down, or I'm not sure. But I really want to get that super, super solid before we add anything else in.
Yeah.
I mean, because honestly, I'm at capacity now shipping. Like I'm at capacity. I don't know. I'm struggling, like in a good way, I guess. That's not really, I shouldn't really say struggling, but I'm at capacity. Like, I don't know how I can add one more thing to my plate. I really don't. So anyway.
Okay.
Poor me.
Poor you.
No, that's good. That's good that you recognize that, and that you got to, think about processes and stuff. And like we've been talking about recently, like what else can your helpers take off your plate so that you can do more shipping, or, or how do you just stay at this level and keep it balanced? Like, yeah, it's good to know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not ready. I'm definitely not ready to take the next step for numerous reasons. I'll practice what I preach. I say, get it nailed down on one or two one platform, get it working really well before you add anything else. So I'm walking that walk, even though it's tempting. I really want to walk over to Etsy and put all my cool vintage stuff up there. Really bad.
Really badly.
But I'm not. I'm going to take my own advice, because Vanessa will call me out if I don't.
She will. I love it. She absolutely will. Samantha, are you coloring over there? Is that what you're doing?
No, I am looking for the graphic right there. I was going to share about the coloring contest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was doodling for a second, but I'm not right now at this moment.
I know. I'm so mad. I kept saying I got to order my book because when I did the coloring book, I couldn't order it because it would have gotten here while we were away, right? So I didn't want to order it while we were away. And this week I've been so busy. I kept saying I got to order my coloring book. Now I'm going on the bus and I'm like, I wish I had my coloring book.
Oh, I'll send you back with mine. I'll order a new one.
No, I'll get one. I need to get
This
work
one-
done anyway.
Maria forgot hers. But this is where she was testing all of the colors.
Uh-huh.
She started coloring in the bins. And then she was telling me about how much she wanted to go to the bins.
I started on the auction page. That was my choice page.
Yeah,
I was hot off the auction when I got it. I was like, yeah, I'm in auction mode. Yeah.
I bet people will all start different places, right? Like, I
Mhm.
wonder who the one is that starts at page 1 and goes all the way through. Like, somebody's got to be
Apparently
that
Maria-
one that does that. Huh? That'll be Maria.
Apparently Maria, yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm gonna skip to like garage sale or I was flipping through this with my mom today because I gave her hers.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really loving this
That
food
page.
here. I'm gonna
That's
make them
gonna
look
be a
like
fun one,
different,
right?
like butterfly wings or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh.
She said it was great because there's detailed spots, but then there's also spots where she doesn't have to wear her glasses because she never knows where her glasses are. So
I did try
She
to
said
mix
thank
that up. I did try to mix that up so that some were like bigger, bolder coloring versus little.
All right. I
she
need some
also-
advice.
okay.
I only have colored pencils here that were like rejects. They're not even like good pen. They must have been like rejects from a consignment. So what am I going to use? Am I going to use crayons? Am I going to use, what are those, markers, gel pens? What do I use to color?
It depends on what you like. Different people like the different feel of things.
I like a nice smooth
Well, gel pens
marker.
are smooth,
Well,
but
I
they're not
kind
markers.
of like a marker, I think.
These are classic zebra gel sticks, doodlers. You like?
I like something where I can
markers?
get like a broad stroke as well as do a detail. Maybe like an angled marker.
Yeah, you need one of those that's kind of like a paintbrush look. I have some somewhere, but I'm packed, so they're not coming with me at this point. But I can show you. We will go together on Amazon and I'll show you some of the ones.
Okay. All right. You know, I just like when you put stuff in our Amazon store and you're like, this
we'll
is what
do-
you need,
we'll
and then
go
I
through-
just order it.
I'll do that. I'll put some different choices in our
I
Amazon
hate to
store
shop so much.
to make your
I
shopping
really-
easier,
I
honey.
hate to shop. That is like the best thing in the world for me.
Well,
have,
Molly
like, 5
loves it, and
things.
you're going to be together soon. So there you
Yeah.
go.
I'll just go
Yeah.
fill up the store with stuff and y'all can just shop away.
Yeah.
I've always said I should have been a personal shopper. Look at here. I'm doing it for you. I'm being a personal shopper.
So Samantha, I want to know about your schedule there. You got everything. Now you added meal prep on. So it's all just written down on your planner. And what happens when a wrench gets thrown in the works or what?
Well, I was gonna say I put it all on here just so I have stuff. And this is like I glance at this during the day of like I jot down ideas as we're going through our days or things, and then it will carry over. I rip it off on Sunday morning, and then it like carry over other things that need to go on. So like on Tuesday, if we're interviewing somebody, I'm like jotting things down on the bottom of this thing, and I'm just going and going and going, and then usually the following week is when I like form that into, oh yeah, I should make a reel about this, and I put it somewhere on the calendar. Oh, I should do something like this, and it goes somewhere. And then I go and I put it in my Google Calendar, so it's like there, because I check my Google Calendar every night, every morning throughout the day. Like that's the one, it sends me the reminders, it does the things. So I do like, it's a little bit of both. I put some stuff on paper, just get it all out there. I can doodle, I can whatever.
Yeah.
And then I put it in the calendar. So it's like for real, and it's like an appointment. I have to do it.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I use paper too. Yes.
I
always
do
have-
not like
I
the
always have a
task list
notebook.
in there. So this is like my task list
Yeah.
because it has a goals section where I can write like eBay listings, And then I can check off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like I have that part on there.
Oh yeah. How do you, is that how you
Prisma.
track your, oh, wait, what was that? Prismacolor
Premier.
Premier. I'm writing
That's
that down.
coloring pencils.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
We'll add those to our Amazon store for sure.
What was that? I was just going to say, all right, so you're writing it down. There was something I wanted to say about that. I don't remember what it was. See, it's too late at night for me, guys.
You have seen me put in Asana and on the Google Calendar, like Patreon, list of events, do this, do that. And for some reason, I don't care where it is in that calendar, I don't remember to do it unless it is on Sunday on this dang thing. And then I'm like, oh, I have to go put all my appointments in or all of our scheduled posts in for Patreon. And then I remember to do it every Sunday night. Otherwise, I don't know. Like I look at my calendar on my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do that. And I don't do it. But I think because this is always next to my computer, like I look at this and go, oh yeah. And I do it right then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what my task list is like for me.
I hate the Google task list.
I love it so much. I could not survive without it. I'm like, oh, it's Sunday. I need to do weekly payouts and accounting. Oh, I need to welcome new members to the community. Yeah, I love this.
The way you put on the sidebar is nice, but like Vanessa can vouch for me and Jill. They were there when I tried it again. I hate it.
It's just not for you. All right. It's just not. It's not. Just not. All right.
So far, this is working for me. I also don't like planners and stuff because then I just feel like it's a thick thing and like you just keep going through it and it's I don't know. This, when the week is done, I rip it away. I jot down anything on there that needs to go back over. Then it's gone. It's gone forever. And I don't have to worry about the things. I'm not living in the past. The things I didn't get done, the whatever. It's gone. Gone.
The slight edge would agree with that. That's right. You just look toward the future. You don't look back.
Yes. And
so what I do is I fill up my notebook. Like I have a notebook for book club. I have a notebook for C-Chats. I have a notebook for Consignment. Like I have a separate notebook for everything. And when I'm finished with, like, I'll look back at like yesterday's, like after a meeting, all the stuff I have to go do. And then I transition that into my calendar because I have a hard time like typing. I don't know. It's something about when you write it down. I have a quote.
There is something about writing it down.
Yeah.
Because half the time the stuff I put on here doesn't really make that big a difference because I'm putting it in my calendar and I'm going by it.
Yeah.
But writing it down, you remember it more, you do it more. I don't know.
All right, friends.
Give me 1 second. I have a quote.
Oh,
I was going to use it at Motivation in Minutes last week. I got it all set to use, but we never had quite the right day. I like to fit it to the mood of the day, and it never really fit the mood of the day, but it fits the mood of today. So setting goals is the first stop in turning the invisible into the visible. So write it down, put it on a Google Calendar. Make that goal visible. Make it real. Write it down. Don't just say it out loud. Write it down. Yeah. Boom.
I mic dropped.
And
I mic dropped.
I hope you all are ready for your week. I'm ready now. I can rest my head on the pillow and just sleep tight tonight.
I'm trying not to go.
Oh, don't.
My gosh.
You got to get on the bus soon, so I'll see you soon, Molly.
All right, friends. I love y'all. This was fun. I can't wait till I'm on here to really throw my calendar at y'all. Boom.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Boom.
I'm scared. Maybe this was a good ease into it. The fact that you didn't have to, we didn't have to step through your crazy week and how you organize things, because I need to ease my way into that.
Jeez.
No offense. The creative brain is just very different.
I'm offended.
We need to ease our way into you. Just the way that you think.
Did y'all hear that? All right, I gotta go so I can send Jill her stuff. I love y'all.
All right. Bye.
Yay. Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Forgot cheers.
I'm not even drinking anything.